odd start to a video. A man trying to fix his door on his transit van in a McDonald's car park. Welcome to Hattersley. Sorry, Hyde. Keep forgetting. It's not Hattersley, it's Hyde. It's not though, it's Hattersley. Right, where are we coming from? Alright, straight out. Excellent. Yeah, that threw me out a little bit quicker than I'd anticipated. So, fully refreshed. There's a sign saying Hattersley. That's better. I said that road sounded rough. Right, so this is Hattersley Estate we're driving through. Now remember, the McDonald's I've just been to, which I've just left the car park of, said it was in Hyde. Okay, not Hattersley. Pardon me. Hattersley Estate again. Won't go on about its history, we've done that before. And then we end up in 30 zone. Doing 30. I'm doing 30. I'm doing 30. Don't tell me to slow down when I'm doing 30. Oh, car's just joined me with no headlamps. It's just got his fog lamps on. That's always good. Good to see. These houses are new. I say new. I've not been down this road for probably 25, 30 years, so they might not be that new, but they're new to me. If I remember rightly, there's a bridge down here, which is near a factory that used to make wall sausages. My grandmother used to work there, apparently. She never spoke about it. A bit like my granddad never spoke about the war. So I don't know quite why. Don't know what's wrong with making sausages, but anyway, it was never spoke of, and it was only mentioned in hushed whispers. Was he going to go for it? No, I thought he was going to go for it. Yeah, this is it. This is a bridge anyway. God, my memory's not so bad. So on the left here, where that sign is, used to say Walls. Now it says Kerry Food or something. And there's the bridge. Right. I generally now have no idea where I am. I only knew up to that part. But remember, that McDonald's was in Hyde. It said on the thing, Hyde. Yeah, we're not in Hyde yet. We're still in Hattersley. We're still in Hattersley. You can tell it's Thameside as well because all the speed cameras are painted black. Which I don't think it's even legal, to be fair. Rows and rows of terrace houses. That'll be for the mills that were around here. Getting long gone. Well, the car behind me is gone. He got bored. So generally, I have no idea where I am. Like I'm thinking there's where does that go? There's a canopy that comes out from a shop round here with Lions ice cream on it, which was a manufacturer of ice cream back when I was a youngster. However, pretty sure that's in Bristol, and we're miles away from Bristol. So yeah, scrap that idea. Oh, there's the Morrisons. Okay, I know where I am again now. We're running parallel with the motorway. We are now in Hyde, by the way, just to clarify. So we are now in Hyde. How'd you doing? Oh, there's a KFC there. That's nice. Hi Matthew, can't talk too much due to the fact that I'm driving. We'll go right here, I think. Don't know why, just because I want to move the cyclist over. It's a joke, by the way. I love cyclists. Actually, that's a joke. I love cyclists. The Morrisons on our right used to be called Fine Fair. It's one of the first supermarkets we used to go to as a family. Very boring story. Right, we need to go over the motorway. We're now driving over the motorway to get onto the motorway. Because this is Hyde, and this is how we roll. You can see the motorway there. You can see a car with the headlamps coming. That's the motorway that we need to get on. But in order to get on it, we have to drive over it and then drive back over it again. Oh, it says turn left, but we can't turn left here. So what the hell are we supposed to do? But bearing in mind it's dark. I've not driven around Hyde for about 30 years. But not this part of Hyde anyway. Oh, I have come off there though. So I've driven along this bit of Hyde. Possibly for a video as well, who knows. There's also a glue factory around here as well that they used to melt horses. They genuinely used to do that. They genuinely used to get horses and melt the bodies to make glue. Charming. Anyway, that practice is finished now. Now they use humans. Here we go. I think I'll go straight. I think we're going back over the motorway again now, which is great. Evening, Toff. Let's talk to Matthew. I'm busy at the minute. Trying to figure out how to get on the motorway. We are in Hyde. We're now in Hyde. We were in Hattersley, at the McDonald's in Hattersley, which said it's McDonald's Hyde, and it wasn't. It was in Hattersley. Sorry. It's alright. I'm over it now. Right. Do we need to go in that lane? No, we don't. We need to go in this lane. So we're basically doing a full circle here. This is ridiculous. So we go left here. Where the hell are we going? Right. Is this where we're just... Alright, there's the sign for the motor. What the hell? What is this monstrosity? Are we on the motorway now? Yeah, we're on the motorway, M67. Couldn't remember what motorway it was. We're on the M67. That caught me off guard a little bit. So we had to go over the motorway to come back over the motorway to get on the motorway. Perfect sense. Not. This is the roughest motorway on the planet as well. M62 close. Well, we're not going on the M62, so that's fine. Let's not worry about that. We're going on the M60. This motorway joins up at the M60. Happy 10 o'clock. That's an interesting lighting effect on that bridge there. It's very bizarre. Not so much on that bridge though. So we're just, they were driving through the centre. Oh, well, that was the centre of Hyde, and now I think we're heading towards Denton. Get off here, sort the camera out. So that's gone well, hasn't it? It's not funny. The camera's in and my phone's in a puddle. It's definitely not funny. It's a shame though, because this is quite spectacular what I'm doing at the minute. Sadly, you can't see any of it. Not sure. Right, so we're now on this road. And I will stop when I can, which is fairly soon, I think. Here. Oh God, there you go. There you are. You're still on, yeah, you're still on. Well, that went remarkably well. I don't know if the camera's flipped over or what. Anyway, you're back. Look where we are. Somewhere really, really exciting. We are now in the outskirts of Manchester. Okay, there we go. That's better. So apologies about that. I did say that the motorway was a bit rough. I wasn't expecting it to be quite that rough. Oh. If you can hear me, can you just type something? So I know you can hear me before I carry on and start wittering. Otherwise I'll end this and start again. Alright, you can hear me. Whew, that was embarrassing. The problem I've got now is I'm at the end of a motorway and I've got a lot of traffic coming towards me. Oh no, we're alright now. We can go again. Right. So, let's get back to the motorway, really. So we'll go down here. This seems like a good plan. Oh no, more bumps. Right, there's a road I can turn around in. Probably. There we go. And we go back on. We'll go back on the motorway. So now on the outskirts of Manchester anyway. Camera doesn't like them lights. Oh, there's a police car going in there. That's some posh golf clothes or something. Close. Yeah, some posh. Oh, God. Right, we're going to go back on the what they call southbound, which is clockwise. Past them big bridges and over. What's he doing that for? Past them big bridges and whatnot. Oh yeah, the Barton Bridge and all that kind of thing. Right. And through Stockport. Oh, this is good. This is one of these roundabouts. I don't like the way they've done these roundabouts now, where they put markings on so that you kind of follow it round. Don't like it too much. So it feels like sometimes you're in the wrong lane, but you're not. It's just the way that they've painted it makes it feel like you're in the wrong lane. Anyway, the good news is we're back on the motorway. So it took slightly longer than anticipated. Just the fact the camera fell out of the blinking holder. So we're going to my favourite girder-based bridge on the planet very soon. So in fact there's quite a lot to see around here. There's an aeroplane up there as well, but you won't be able to see it because the lights are somewhat super fluorescent. So pardon me. So this is where we have to do 50 mile an hour. Average speed cameras. We're actually at the back of the queue as well here, normally at the front of such events. So now I'm at the back. I'm not actually at the front, I'm usually at the back thinking about it. Anyway, this is my lovely girder bridge. I love this bridge, I think it's brilliant. Damn it. If I wanted to build a bridge in my back garden, it'd be like that, but smaller. Due to the fact that that's huge. Doing 45 around here, which is very sedate. And then we're going to end up to one of my favourites, brick bridges, whilst going underneath one of my favourite concrete bridges, all coming up live-ish. Right, we can go back to speed again. Well, 75 mile an hour again. Around here is where I did the circumnavigation of the M60. As in, I drove completely around it one way and then round it the other way. I didn't even notice on that side you're higher up than you're on this side. Anyway, this is one of my favourite bridges because not only is it tilted, it's also got a curve in it as well, a very subtle curve. So as concrete bridges go, that's one of my favouriteest. Doing a steady 60 mile an hour as well. I don't know what's wrong with it today. Like driving Miss Daisy. There's an aeroplane directly above, but again you won't be able to see it because of the street lamps. The car behind me just dazzled me completely for no reason. And this is Stockport Town Centre. And my favourite brick bridge, well it's more of an aqueduct coming up. Just about making it out in the distance. Well I can anyway, I don't know whether you can or not yet. There she blows. It's very long as well, it goes across the entire valley. There's a train going across as well. Special treat. pyramid building on the left. This is junction 1. So there's a car park on the right, which is the car park I used when I was doing the drive round. Yeah, there it is, best at home and all that. There you go, you're going to stay there. We're doing 55 mile an hour. What is wrong with you people? Right then, so we're leaving Stockport now, heading towards Manchester Airport. We're not going to Manchester Airport, that's where that plane was going that you couldn't see before. Again, that the M62 junction entry is closed. Oh, we've got flashing lights here. What's going on here? We're forced in road, slow down. Okay, we will do that. So we'll nicely slow down. Fair, even the people behind me are slowing down, which is unusual. There's a lot of people behind me. No, it's just said that lane's closed, mate. Look at the road signs. It's very simple. We're down to 40 now. Crikey. Further, I'm going slower than 40. No, I'm still doing 40. I'm doing 40-ish. So I'm just a little bit over there. We're going back on 40 again. Now these people overtaking me will be the first people to complain if one of their loved ones or themselves got injured or hurt by someone speeding through roadworks. Because that's just the type of people it generally is. So the entrance is closed. Another train going over a bridge. We are unlucky today. No, we're not going that way. Now all the roadworks are down there, so I assume that we are now clear. Oh, you never assume anything in this world. I assume that those stickers peeled off. But they weren't even stickers. So yeah, ends. We're all right now. We're off again. Nice one, mate. White van man strikes again. So we're at this weird part of town, which I don't really, I don't know where exactly we are. car coming up. It's got police dogs in it. Oh, he drifted a little bit there, didn't he? Definitely a bit of drifting. Still going though. One of these big white footbridges. Oh, he's got off the motorway now. He's on the slip road thing. These footbridges are huge. Needless to say, they had to shut the motorway when they put them up. Like for a whole weekend. It was insane. Something unnerving about a police car coming up behind you with the flashing lights. Even when you know you haven't done out wrong, it's still unnerving. So that's that one passed. Another massive footbridge. Even made the news when they put them up, local news, not national news. It would be weird if it made national news. The world's longest footbridge has gone up on the ring road of Manchester on the M60. This is Trevor McDonald reporting. It was a long while ago, hence the Trevor McDonald reference. It's funny how the police car's gone. I'm doing 70 still. I was doing 70 all the time. Now appears to be being overtaken and being caught up by lots and lots and lots of cars. Strange that, isn't it? When the police car was around, they must have been at least a quarter of a mile behind me. And now I've got to slow down because of this thing here. We're doing alright. Where's he gone? He's gone. Where's he gone? I don't know where he's gone. Oh, the traffic sensors are well and truly illuminated. Its domes are bright blue. Like something off Tutankhamun's treasure. Oh, hey up. Thick. Apparently so. The driver wouldn't move out of the way. The other car that's overtaken that car was behind us. We're all in a line. That car wouldn't move out in front of me. Even though the signs say that this lane's being closed. Anyway, there's the snow dome or whatever it's called. Chill factor. Snow dome. Oh, we're now going over Barton Bridge. It's like one landmark after another, isn't it, here? It's brilliant. No speed restrictions here, which is unusual. crashed into the bridge somewhere along the way. I'm trying to repair it. You're staying in the middle lane, are you? Are you? Are you? Are you staying in the middle lane? You are staying in the middle lane, okay then. Idiot. Now slip road's closed. The M60, I assume, M62 West, yeah. Which they did warn us about for ages. So imagine you go on the M62 East and then come off the roundabout and then come back on again and go the other way. Like a slingshot. Why is this car in the middle lane? Seriously? Four lanes and you're in the third one. What is wrong with you? Some people. It is one of my pet hates. Rightly so as well. Never mind, I'm only doing 60 miles an hour. Yeah, that car seems to think it was fine just to sit in that lane. Well, this is our exit, so we're going to slow down here. So I'm not sure exactly what's going on. Oh, that car's pulled in behind me now. Oh no, it hasn't. This is the other idiots. So I'm going to try and pull in now. Nothing to surprise me these days. We're now doing 50 miles an hour. Driving over the East Lancs Road. This road feels very rough. Oh, there we go. Do it. Come on, you can do it. You can do it. Yeah, he's done it. He's gone. Got a race. These three cars in front of me are. We're only doing 60 miles an hour, but I feel like I'm doing about 150 in a Grand Prix. And Hamilton's trying to get through on the inside of Vettel. Meanwhile, Verstappen is waiting. Hamilton's broke. Verstappen's cutting across. Anyway, we're now on the M61. Bridge Racer. 70 mile an hour at the minute, apart from this buffoon. Oh, he's been undertaken. So we're in the pitch black now that has the M61. Apart from the ray of light, which is the bus shelter on a bridge. The illuminated bus shelter on a bridge, no less. We're only doing 70 miles an hour. Trying to overtake the car that's decided to go the same speed as me, but now can't because of this car in front. So I don't like being in this lane particularly. Get on this lane as soon as we can, as soon as it's safe to do so, which it isn't at the minute. Oh, it is. Now heading towards Horwich, Bolton and Horwich, Wanderers Football Club's ground. Got 2 weeks to find the money to save themselves, apparently. No matter how you look at that, that's not a good place to be. Well, there's the nutter BMW driver. Sits in the middle lane because he's got a BMW. Another blues and twos. The opposite direction, and the bus shelter. So the bus shelter illuminated by the ambulance coming the opposite direction. It's very pretty. Beautiful sight there. Are you serious? Brake now as well. Yep, you're braking. So what was the point of that? But he just took him behind me. I despair sometimes, I really do. Appreciate I'm not the best driver on the planet, but I'll try and at least be courteous to other drivers. You get a bunch of KJs coming along and spoiling it for you. So here we are, Charlie Horwich. I could in theory overtake this car in front of me and pull up in front of him and then slow down. It's just a bit rude, and we're all doing 70 anyway, so I'd have to speed as well. So the police helicopter is flying over Winter Hill. Definitely something flying over Winter Hill anyway, with red lights flashing. Talking of lights flashing, what's going on ahead? Oh, it's a road sign, I think. 40 it says, and that car is doing, oh man, I'm doing 60. I've not just seen the sign, and now I'm slowing down anyway to get off the motorway. So, that little dab, 40 mile an hour, just come around the corner. That car will probably turn right, yeah. Oh, there's a lorry there. That's coming this way, that's okay. Bumpity again. This is going to change. See cars coming down on the right. As these cars are all, yeah, told you, off the change. So here we are on the outskirts of the Wigan. It's a convoy of at least 3 cars and 1 minibus behind me. So we all belt off and do 40 up here. Oh, look at him go! Overtaking. Wow. An absolute idiot. Car in front's triggered the sign, which is a bit annoying because it's triggered it for me as well, even though I'm only doing 30. The car that overtook the other one has now slowed right down. So what was the point of that? You might as well stay behind him. Oh, now he's shot off at 100 miles an hour. Unbelievable. It's people like that you don't mind seeing right around a lamppost. As long as there's nowhere else in the car and they don't hit anyone else whilst they're doing it. There's people's houses around here. Could be kids, animals, cars coming the opposite direction. But no, where I'm going to go is more important than anything else. I'm going to do it at 50 mile an hour, even though it's at 30. Absolute joke. Can't even see him now. Just gone. Oh, that might be him. We're in the far distance. You won't be able to see him, I don't think, but I can just make out some lights pretty much at the roundabout at the end of this road. It's a pretty straight road, this bit. funny thing is though, when you see people do that and then they get caught at one set of traffic lights, and then they get caught at another set of traffic lights, and then you catch them up. So if anything, he's 3 cars in front of me. Now when that van, the minibus, turned off, there was quite literally no car behind me at all, and I'm doing 30, and I've now got a car pretty much in my exhaust. It's just about respect, that's all it is. I should let them pass and then drive up their exhaust and see if they like it. Grr. Tell you what, there was some idiots on the way today. Kept thinking, I wish I was streaming. I wish I was streaming. I wish I was streaming. Got a car behind the car behind me. Car in front triggered the speed sign there, but bizarrely he's not getting away from me, but I'm doing 30, so I don't quite understand how he's triggered that. Pub in Wigan, probably on the right now, Collier's Arms. Definitely need to go there for a pint and just ask him, is this the oldest pub in Wigan? And so can I leave my car there tonight because I'm pissed. Oh, the pub's open on the right, the part-time pub. Bloody hell. We are honoured. See, all that faffing around, and where did it get you? Nowhere. But there's some new houses down there though, that's a brand new sign. I don't think I've ever seen that before. If I have, I've never noticed it. Alright, is he going to go around the little bit or is he go straight on? He goes round. Good man, good man. Or lady. Good driver. I'm now second in a row of 6 cars. Oh, so I'm going to be first. Take the lead. What the hell is that? I've got to really annoy him. Because they think I was being held up by the car in front, but no, I was happy with the speed the car in front was doing, and I'm going to do exactly the same thing. Oh, where's that come from? Oh, Tesco. Fair. There is 5p a litre dearer than Tesco. That is a moderately scary thought. Oh, you got the corner there a little bit too much, didn't you, matey? Windsor's, poshest shoe shop in Wigan, off from Dashman's, obviously. real life. I make ground up under braking and other exciting things like corners, because that car was right up my chuff. You won't be able to see them. I was going to show you them. It's a tiny little ankle thing or whatever it is, I don't know. Anyway, we're at Tesco, so we're going now. Indeed you still are, and all that. And I'll hopefully be online. Well, I will be online. I've already made arrangements with EXO to be on and have another go at his favourite mission, which is the space mission, apparently, which I don't quite understand because it's in Washington on Division 2. Anyway, we want to see what happens when we found Air Force One, because it was quite spectacularly terrible. I'd feel free. Alternatively, just watch us when we go online in a short while. Where shall we go? We'll go here, shall we? Oh, let's go. I've never done this before. I've never parked in this space. This is the closest you can get to the front door, and I've never parked there before. That is an exciting moment. It seems like a fitting place to end this fabulous tribute to driving and rubbish drivers. Thanks.